Hey everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm just going to do a run through of all the zodiac signs. Happy New Year to you all. Happy birthday to all of you Capricorns. If it's been your birthday recently or it's your birthday today, we're about to switch over to the sign of Aquarius soon. So enjoy it while we're still in your sign, right, Capricorn? Alrighty, next. So we're going to do Capricorn, then Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Sagittarius, Leo, and last of the night is Aries. So our halfway point is probably about Pisces, and I figure probably takes 10-15 minutes per each sign, so look to that around 9, between 9 and 9:15ish. Anyway, let us say a quick blessing, and we are going to get started with Capricorn. Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right. We're going to start with this Tarot of Wonderland for Capricorn. Wow, okay, we have somebody who may be considering a change of direction, somebody who may be looking at what they want to see look different in their lives this year. This is someone who sees potential in a new beginning, maybe elsewhere, not necessarily where they are. Let me get a little more. Okay. This may be somebody who may be deciding to go back to school. This may be someone who's considering starting a new business, possibly even getting married. Wow, you've got the Four of Wands there. All right, hold on. Fair enough. Okay. I'm going to grab this other deck over here. This is the Vice Versa Tarot, and I've got the World on the bottom of the deck. And this is someone who's letting go of old times. This year, 2022, for you, Capricorn, is going to be a year of change. It's going to be a year where you decide which direction you want to go. It seems like for a while you've been a little bit dissatisfied where things have been in your life. It's not like they've been horrible necessarily, but they haven't been the best. And it feels like there's new potential elsewhere. You may be looking at marriage. You may have a divinely guided soulmate coming into your life, maybe right now. Maybe you've just met this person. If not, you may be meeting them in the near future. I have the Moon card over here, which tells me this is going to be a big year of self-discovery, yes, but also healing, and also tying up a lot of loose ends with relationships that have kind of been on hold for whatever reason. Really addressing some of these shadow aspects of yourself here, Capricorn. Things that have troubled you for some time, like things that were always kind of getting to you. It feels like there's an energy of change. It feels like 2022 is a year of new beginnings for you, and that's great. It feels like you're wrapping up old cycles. You may be considering, I don't see like a physical relocation, but you may be considering going on a long extended trip of some sort. I have this Page of Cups right here. This is, well, you know what? Let's just look in a minute. Let's use this deck here because I want to know more about that. Yeah, okay. So I've got the Two of Pentacles, which is a very similar energy to this Temperance energy, where we have someone who's trying to find balance again. And this is somebody who's asking themselves, what's that going to be? What's that going to be for me? Things have been this way for quite some time. It feels like you are wrapping up a cycle that was maybe a decade long, something like that. You may have been in a partnership. You may have been in a career path that for a long time you stayed in, and it was good for a while. And now it feels like you're kind of ready to move on to something different. This will be a good year for that. And this is going to be the year that you kind of start to feel sure-footed enough to start something new. This Page of Pentacles energy, I always call it, and you hear me parrot the same things over and over again. It's because I'm old. But this Page of Pentacles to me is like the freshman in college energy, like somebody who arrives on campus and there are all of these buildings full of professors that are ready to teach you anything you want to know. All you have to do is decide what you want to learn. And that's the energy that you have here. Somebody here recognizes they have the potential for a new beginning. Now that Four of Wands there, what's... Interesting. I feel like there is stability that comes into your life, but it's not until we deal with letting go of some things that we have known for a while needed to be let go of. The Tower in the reverse, and it feels like there's some challenging conversations you may need to have with someone that you've been putting kind of on the back burner. It could be with just one specific person. It could be with more than one person. But it feels like this is going to be a year that you kind of heal all of that energy. And P.S., we're in a Mercury retrograde, right? We just went into it technically, I think, on the 14th of January. And I think we're sitting in it till like February 2nd or 3rd. So Mercury retrogrades, they can bring people back into our lives, and it gives us an opportunity to heal past conflicts, things like that. These are good times to have these healing conversations that I see that you've been putting them off for a while because they could be a little challenging, they could be a little difficult, and they could be a little emotionally stormy. That's this Knight of Swords on its side with this Page of Swords in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. Ooh. Well, that's not so great, right? Well, the Page of Swords in the reverse can be a couple of things. In modern day tarot language, it kind of means internet stalking. It can mean somebody who's not sharing their opinion, sharing their voice. But with the Devil in the reverse, I feel like the reason you haven't been having these conversations, if we're talking about one person specifically here, and this is where we kind of get into specifics here, Capricorn, this section probably won't be for every single Capricorn out there, but there are a couple of you that have been involved in specifically a relationship with a specific one person that has been toxic, to say the least. But that Devil in the reverse, and that's Capricorn energy right there. But there's some kind of relationship that may have put you into a bad place and, into a bad space. That Tower energy. Where's my deck? I lost it here there it is right there. Feels like you've been procrastinating, taking action to solve that problem. There's the Temperance card again, and there's the Death card. Very good. Yeah, and there's the Hanged Man too. Yes, somebody who's waiting to take action, and as far as like expressing themselves for one thing, it just feels like you need to express your honest truth to someone here and probably sever ties with them. It feels like you probably will be, Capricorn. It's something you've been procrastinating doing for a while, and it feels like 2022 is the year that you choose to do it. I'll draw your attention to this Death card energy. Yeah, man. And there's that Seven of Swords energy where somebody hasn't been telling the truth in this dynamic. It could be you just keeping all of your feelings so stuffed down for so long. It could be this other person. It could be you. I'm not sure. But there is an energy of deception with that Seven of Swords right there. Somebody waiting to take action until the right moment to remove yourself from this situation with that Hanged Man energy. That's Pisces energy. You've got Temperance out twice. That's Sagittarius energy. You've got your energy here is Capricorn with the Devil. But in the reverse like that, I don't like seeing you like that if that represents you. And if it represents a situation, this is a situation you knew you probably should have let go of quite some time ago. You could be waiting on divorce papers, something like that. That goes on top of that Tower energy. The Tower, whenever we have it come out in the reverse, this is something that you kind of saw coming like a mile away, right? Because you've probably been living in a state of imbalance with this individual in some way in your life, and you've seen it time and time again. Anyway, you know how I was saying I don't see necessarily a physical relocation, but for a lot more of the Capricorns here this year, maybe a year of healthy travel, taking long journeys, I do see this Six of Swords right here, which is the energy of a physical relocation. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune here. This indicates that as soon as some of you extricate yourself from whatever this is over here, it's like all smooth sailing after that. There's like an energy of peace. There's an energy of being in the flow. Once we separate ourselves from anything that was a carryover from 2021, it's all right. We've all done that, right? So, and sometimes it takes time to learn what you need to let go of and what you need to refocus yourself on. With this Wheel of Fortune, again, Sagittarius energy, this is someone who is all of a sudden going to experience an upswing in good karma in your life. You're going to all of a sudden feel luckier than you have in the past. You're starting to restructure your routines here, Capricorn, and you're starting to see where you can add more balance yourself into your life. And that's what opens up these doorways to these new beginnings here that you want to take off on. Now, you do have some of this Hermit energy here. This is Virgo energy coming towards you here soon, which is that very meditative, prayerful kind of energy. Someone who wants to spend a lot of time alone at home and just kind of cozy up with a good book. And it's someone who's very prayerful, yeah. I think some of you have new love coming towards you probably in the first 4 months of this year as well, Capricorn. With this Knight of Cups energy, that's someone offering their heart to you, offering love to you. Some of you may be getting married. For some of you, this may be a very high level soulmate energy. This Moon energy, just real quick, like, yeah, there it is. It's the Eight of Cups. Really and truly, and there we have, very good job. You've got the Nine of Pentacles that comes up after that. But first, this Eight of Cups is someone who chooses to walk away from things that they don't need to hang on to anymore. Good job. Very nicely done. And it really comes from looking at, like I was saying, those shadow sides, those darker aspects of why you've allowed certain things to go on in your life, why you've allowed certain relationships to go on in your life. There's a lot of healing that happens for you this year, Capricorn. And it has to do with you, looking at some of those things that aren't always easy to look at, having some of those conversations with others that aren't always easy to have. They require you to be honest with the way that you feel about things. Some of you, you've been waiting for the right time to leave a bad situation, and it looks like this is the time that you're going to do that. There's possible physical relocation for some of you, and also some of you just taking a nice long vacation. Nicely done. This Nine of Pentacles here for you is the minor arcana of the Empress card. I feel like you do have new love coming towards you, and it might be someone that I don't think you've ever met before. This is very nice. So those of you who are single, and that's what the Nine of Pentacles is right there. It indicates a single person. It's someone who's highly independent. It's the minor arcana of the Empress, someone who may own their own business, someone who is busy doing themselves and happy, someone who stands on their own 2 feet, someone who's just pretty stable and secure. So whoever you are, Capricorn, it feels like there's someone who may have their eye on you. You may be meeting someone new. All right, that was your reading for the week. Thank you for letting me read for you, Capricorn. Next up, we have Virgo. Virgo, we're going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for you. Alrighty. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Alright. I'm going to shuffle again. Quite honestly, you got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, that can go a couple of different ways, but you've got the Ten of Swords under that and the Death card under that. Man, that's, some of you, Virgo, maybe going through some pretty brutal endings yourself. Maybe this is a theme for our Earth signs this year for 2022. I don't know. It's a way to kick it off. This is someone who may be struggling, with a separation or an ending of something. This is an energy of exposure in a way. This is the energy of feeling like a sense of lack, typically, kind of a glass is half empty kind of vibe. This can be someone who's struggling with financial poverty. With that Ten of Swords, that's the minor arcana of the Death card, and so it can indicate an ending. It can indicate an on-again, off-again relationship. It can also indicate betrayal. This Death card is scorpionic energy, and that's someone who is putting a final... just the final blow to a situation. You've got it here and here. Like I said, the Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death. You got death and more death. All right, what you got going on, Virgo? It seems like you're just, maybe this is you taking control of a situation. Oh yeah, there it is. I've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. For one thing, I'm just gonna say, whoever I'm reading for here, Virgo, this feels like someone who may have stayed a little bit too long in a situation that was just continuously damaging to them. It feels like it hurt the first time this person stabbed you, and it hurt the next time, and the next time, and the next time, and the next time, right? And it hurt all 10 times. But it was difficult for you to let go of them for whatever reason. Who knows? I don't know what y'all have going on, but it was something that you were clinging to for a while. And it feels like you've now changed your perspective. If you haven't, you might be soon. You have the Two of Pentacles out there for you guys. Good job. This is someone who all of a sudden sees where they're headed. They see themselves as someone who's going to have a lot to manage this year. You're going to have to get yourself into a place where you feel like you are at peace again, where you feel like you're in the flow again. And I think that all of a sudden becomes your main focus. You're someone who realizes you have a lot of responsibilities this year. You're someone who says, you know, in order for me to be able to, you know, maintain all of my responsibilities, I'm going to have to be in tip-top condition. This is someone who's looking at things that, and people that they had allowed to hurt them repeatedly, and saying, I think we're done and over that. Some of you may be choosing to buy a home for yourself this year as well. There's an energy of a windfall of money or stability or putting down roots somewhere. You may be choosing to share a home with someone else. I have the Hanged Man that comes out here. Oh yeah. There's, quite honestly, I'm going to be really honest, and there's an energy, and this could be you, or this could be someone who's on the other side of this, or someone that you have in your mind. I'm not sure, but these are just the cards that are coming out, all right? And these are the energies that I'm seeing. There's a lot of clinging to something that ultimately was hurting you, and I don't know how that is represented to you in your life. I don't know if it's a person. I don't know if it's a career or something, but with this Hangman, the Hangman is all about waiting to take action, right? And we have that on its side. This is someone who just hasn't been able to take action. They don't feel like they can't ever seem to find like the right time to pull the plug on something, right? This Five of Pentacles is someone who's very fearful of change. And this Eight of Cups in the reverse is someone who's struggling to walk away from a situation, all right? But there's going to come a point, I'm telling you, Virgo, there's going to come a point when you start looking at how much whatever this was hurt on a daily basis, on a whenever basis, okay? And that's where the change comes in here. Let's get another deck. Yeah, we're going to use this Chicoli deck. Yes, because there's the Death card right there. And there's the Seven of Wands. There's an energy of like toxicity and punishment that comes from this Seven of Wands. And this Death card you've had out here twice now. Well, you know, 3 if you count the Ten of Swords too, right? This is somebody who finally is over it. They're like, you know, you're right. And I'm done. That's impressive, to be honest. If this is you, and if you recognize that you're having to let go of some things, I mean, heck, this could even be toxic habits in your life. I don't know. But it's just an energy of deep cleanse for your whole system. And it's an energy of regrowing stability for yourself. Whoever you are, Virgo, as soon as you make this transition, it's like you have a lot of prosperity coming towards you. You're going to be surprised by how functional, independent, how strong, how well you do here. If this has anything to do with finances, it's going to look great. It looks really healthy. And you've got the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck here. That's someone who really knows they're making the right choice. It's like for all of this waiting around, all of this sitting and whatever this was, all of a sudden something clicks in here for you. And I think it happens for you soon. And I think all of a sudden things start to gel in your life. I've got the Three of Pentacles. All of a sudden you're going to find a new team that you want to work on. You're going to find people who are maybe soul tribe vibe, or like somebody who, like, all of a sudden you're offered a new position and you just work really, really well with everybody there, you know? This is someone who kind of sees what needs to be done. You may be a fantastic manager. You're just someone who you're just very take charge. This is what I'm getting. You've got Pisces on this here twice. And look at you too. You've got the Ace of Pentacles on its side there too. And I saw this Swords in the reverse energy too. I saw the Ace of Swords in there a minute ago, but I didn't take it out. So we have the Ace of Pentacles here on its side. We also had that up there for Capricorn too, which is a new opportunity coming towards you. And it is something that you are kind of second guessing. I think something that you don't feel entirely confident in, whether this is something for yourself or whether this is something external to you. It's something that you should probably feel very confident in. You are someone, though, here, Virgo, with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. You're either afraid, I feel like I have somebody here who's afraid to be honest about how they feel in a situation. They're afraid to tell someone, hey, I got to get out of this. Hey, I got to move on, whatever it is. That Queen of Swords in the reverse is, I feel like there's someone here who's struggling to kind of tell the truth about how they feel. I think you will, though. But you got the Death card out there twice. And I think you see how uncomfortable the situation's been, whatever it is. And I feel like this is just going to be a year of change. And I think you're going to be excited. Like, once this energy is gone, like, I just sense you really being very happy. You've got the Two of Cups that comes out. Oh man, it's going to take a little while for you to heal from this situation, because with the Two of Cups in the reverse, this is a partnership, a friendship, a soulmate relationship, something that you cared very deeply for, someone that you cared very deeply for, and it's going to take you a little bit of time to move on from that. Ugh. All right, so you're going to spend a little bit of time this year, Virgo, kind of re-examining what you want for yourself and for your future. This is someone who recognizes all of a sudden that by moving on from whatever this was, they're not entirely sure what's coming next. And it feels like you're going to all of a sudden have a lot of opportunities coming towards you once you're ready to kind of, like, once you feel like you've kind of recovered from whatever this situation is. There's a sense of defeat that comes from this loss of this Two of Cups in the reverse, whatever that is for you. And I think it's just something you process. And I think you feel really good ultimately about the choice that you make to move on from this. I think it's just kind of difficult. I mean, obviously, it's been painful for a while. They're like, it's kind of par for the course, right? But this is someone who, once they recognize that it's done and over with and that's out of their energy, it's like all of a sudden life changes quite drastically for you. All of a sudden you start deciding, you start being more proactive about what you want to see your life looking like, how you want to spend your time, who you want to spend your time with. You know that? And this is someone who says, well, if that situation wasn't for me, ultimately, what's next? All right. I can't wait to see. Thanks for letting me read for you, Virgo. Next up, we have Taurus, last of our earth signs. Let's see here. I'm going to use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot for Taurus. Great news, Taurus. You got the Wheel of Fortune out. This is good karma. This is good timing. This is the energy of Sagittarius. This is like, I don't know, just feeling like you're in the flow, feeling like things are going the way that you want them to go. This is nice. Ooh. All right, so I have the Page of Wands in the reverse, and I have this Nine of Pentacles out here on its side. Nine of Pentacles on its side is someone who's not sure if they want to take on some kind of a project. You may not be. It can also be the energy of someone who's trying to decide if they want to stay in a single, independent energy, or if they... there's an energy of change here for someone. This is someone who's having trouble making up their mind. And you've got the Page of Swords in the reverse, right under the Page of Wands in the reverse. Oh no. All right, Taurus. You may be... pages they're messengers, right? But they can also indicate children. They're smaller energies, more immature energies. All right, hold on. Let me get just a couple more. Not that many. Hold on. This is kind of a big deck. It's kind of slippery. Oh, man, this is good stuff, Taurus. Look at you. You got the Page of Pentacles out. Now we got three pages out. And I have the Strength card out, too. Nicely done. And I've got the World. These are major cards for you. Okay, any more? Yes, no. No, not that. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So good big energy for you here, Taurus. You have mostly court cards here and major arcanas. Okay. So we have someone here who's actually kind of been quite honestly, it's been a little high anxiety of a situation in your life. I don't know what it's been. I don't know what 2021 was like for you. But this year it feels like you're making major changes. This seems to be the thing for the earth signs. Now your cards look a little different than Capricorn and Virgos, but it's still this same energy of change and choice. All right. So I have this energy of the Wheel of Fortune, which is an energy of change, and it's an energy of positive change in your life. Okay, Taurus. And then with this Lover's energy, this is a card of choice that's coming towards you. It can be related to a love relationship in your life, or it can be anything. It can be a few things. We'll look. But it feels like you have kind of had a rough 2021, and there was this energy of you sitting and waiting and hoping it was going to get better, and now all of a sudden something is shifting for you. And this is interesting with this Nine of Pentacles on its side. The Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress. All right, and that is someone who's in the process of building a life for themselves, a life of independence. And it feels like you're not sure where it's taking you in some way. With this Strength card, that's Leo energy. This is someone who is actually, I mean, quite honestly, Taurus, you're doing amazing things in your life. You are changing a lot of things about yourself, about your home, about how you just run your daily business, you know. And this Strength energy is someone who's kind of overcome quite a bit in the last year or two or three, possibly even more, because you've got the World card out here, right? And look, I've got the Nine of Pentacles over here and the World card underneath it. All right, you win. So it's someone who's definitely closing up old cycles. The World card indicates long cycles of our lives, like 7-year cycles, 9-year cycles, 12-year cycles. These can indicate major choices, major relationships in our lives. And it feels like you're transitioning. I don't necessarily, well, somebody's making a choice here about something in a minute, but there's this real energy of independence in you. There's this energy of obviously strength, but someone who feels like they can stand on their own 2 feet now for the first time in a long time. I don't know what it is that you're doing. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who can be starting their own business. It's considered to be an entrepreneurial energy. Whoever you are, I feel like you've had this this kind of independent idea, whatever this is, about yourself for a while. I mean, it comes out here on its side the first time, and when I get cards on their side, it tells me that for one thing, it's an energy that's changeable, and that whoever's in charge here with this Wheel of Fortune energy is going to be the one who decides whether it's in the reverse or in the upright, depending upon where you choose to swing your energy, right? So, but it also tells me, it tells me that you've been unsure of this. You know, you've been unsure of which way you've wanted to go for a while. And there's been a lot of anxiety with this Nine of Swords energy. This is like my Captain, like Tums and Rolaids cards. Like, this is my Captain, I can't get to sleep at night. This is my, I can't stop obsessively worrying about this situation in my life. And with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, that's somebody who's waited a little too long to get out now and find whatever the solution is to this choice here that seems to be, do I align with this situation or do I align with this situation? One of these situations seems to have you choosing a path of potential independence here. I don't know. So, and that's fine. That's great and all. But there's this real strong, like, I don't know. Tell me about all these pages. What's that business? Well, we've got the Tower. Well, don't we? Now, so, okay. So this Tower is Scorpionic energy, but this is someone who all of a sudden starts telling the truth about how they're feeling. And this could be you. This could be somebody around you or someone that you have on your mind. You know, I don't know which side of this coin you're on here. But with this Tower energy, there's something that kind of comes out of nowhere, and it sways your decision as to whether or not you're going to be choosing this direction or choosing that direction. Tell me about these. And maybe it has something to do, quite honestly, for some of you, this choice may have something to do with your children. That is a lot of pages out there. It's the Page of Wands in the reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You got the Page of Swords in the reverse. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And then you've got this Page of Pentacles, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. All right. But really, if it's not kids, then it's this energy of this understanding that nothing seems to be getting any better with a couple of these situations in a relationship. And if this has to do with children, 2 of these 3 kiddos here are not dealing well with the way things have been. You may be someone who has a very challenging job or something, and it keeps you away from home. And it's distressing to some of the children that you know you're a parent of. You could be someone who's in a toxic relationship, and it's negatively affecting some of these children, you know. But there's this sense of having to make a choice here, and this Tower energy has something to do with this Page energy. Yeah, and I have the 8 of Swords out here, and I've got the Death card out here too for you guys. This is a similar energy to the other 2 earth signs up above too, Capricorn and Virgo, yeah. But this is this energy that you've been procrastinating, making a decision as to what you do. Something happens this year, Virgo, and it feels like it happens probably within the next 3 months, I'm guessing. And it tells you which direction you need to go. And it allows you to end one pathway here. It allows you to make a choice, a firm choice about what you want to do with yourself. You've got the World card out there twice. Oh. You really have been avoiding this issue for a very long time, but it feels like something comes to a head where all of a sudden everybody starts telling you how they feel about this situation, and I feel like you've known it for a long time that there was going to need to be a change here. And look, you've got the Ace of Pentacles out on its side here. And the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Yep. This Ace of Pentacles is someone who decides there's a new beginning for me. And every one of you earth signs, I think, had this Ace of Pentacles that came out on its side right in the middle of your reading. This is someone who's being offered a new opportunity, almost like a fresh start. This is where that choice comes in with that Lover's energy. There's somebody here who's been on the fence about what they want to do for a long time. And there's like this energy of a wake-up call. Look, you've got a lot of the same cards that the other earth signs had. This is like this energy of when it's time to go, it's time to go. When it's time to make a change, it's time to make a change. You haven't seen the growth that you've needed to see in this situation. And this new opportunity comes towards you this year. And it's going to be soon, in like the first quarter of this year, I think. And it reorganizes how you feel about your destiny, what you believe you deserve. There's an energy here with this 9 of Pentacles coming out twice like that, and this energy of the Star. This is Aquarius energy. This is someone who has been... You are very talented. You're talented beyond what you allow others to see oftentimes. It feels like this will be a year where all of a sudden you're able to invest in yourself in some way, and that has to do with that 9 of Pentacles energy. But you're able to really, it sounds hokey, but really shine. There's this energy of you. The Star card can carry an energy of fame. It can carry an energy of someone who is uniquely talented, and it feels like this may be the year you really invest in that. All right, Taurus? Alrighty. Thank you guys all so much for letting me read for you. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, click all the buttons, and I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for letting me read your cards, Taurus. Next up, we have Aquarius, first of our air signs. Oops, that's the wrong deck. Hold on. There we go. Aquarius, let's use this Star Power Tarot. This one is just hanging out over here, and I'm going to just move it over here. here. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? Ah, sweet. You guys have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright too. This is great news. This was the first card out for Taurus, I think a minute ago, just with a different deck. This Wheel of Fortune energy is good luck, good fortune, all the good things. I love it. We are coming up on your sign. We roll into Aquarius in like 2 or 3 days, I think. Or maybe it's like next week actually. But we have some choices coming up here for y'all too. It looks like an energy of change. It looks like good luck, good fortune. You've got the Knight of Wands. Nice. You're gonna have a lot more energy this year than you've had for a while. This is great news. You're like, thank goodness. I am so glad to hear that for you too, Aquarius. It feels like all of a sudden you are feeling really good about yourself. You have this Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy here. You got Saggy on here twice. You may be meeting a Sagittarius, or this could be like just this energy of, quite honestly, the Knight of Wands is very attractive. They're very sexually passionate. You may have that kind of a relationship coming towards you. In any case, it's going to be something you're very into. This Two of Swords right here. I'm going to clarify that Two of Swords in a minute. This Seven of Cups. Yeah. I was just thinking that Seven of Cups is something you'd like to change. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I have the Three of Cups on top of that. I have the Magician. Yeah, perfect. And I have this Page of Cups in the reverse. Wow. Okay. So I'm not even sure where to start here, Aquarius. So I was just thinking this Seven of Cups is... So the Seven of Cups is usually someone who is struggling to decide which door they want to take in their life. They're struggling to see with clarity like which direction they should go in. Typically it can be kind of an energy of hazy thinking, something like that. But specific to this Star Power Tarot, I feel like we have someone who's looking in the mirror and they can't decide who they want to be. Okay. And I have this Three of Cups energy that's laying on top of this. Three of Cups can indicate a third party situation. More about that in a minute. But this Seven of Cups came out with the Chariot, also the number 7. That's Cancerian energy, but that is someone who wants to make a drastic change. And the Chariot can indicate, it can indicate buying a new car. It can indicate moving. It can indicate taking a journey. It can indicate having more physical energy. A lot of different things, right? But for this particular case, with this energy, you've got the Magician over here. It feels like someone who wants to transform their life in a way. And they want to decide, I feel like whoever you are, you may have been through some kind of third-party situation here with that Three of Cups in the reverse. And either it damaged your self-esteem or it caused you to look at... who you really felt like you were. And that's not going to be for everybody. I'm just reading the cards that are out here, right? But there's this real energy of wanting to change something about your own perspective of yourself. Like you're someone who, I'm feeling like you are encouraging yourself to start practicing like radical self-love. I love that. Somebody who is no longer going to allow just the residue of the past to cloud your perception of who you are today. Okay. Now, with this Page of Cups in the reverse, I'm going to need to clarify this Two of Swords energy here and this Page of Cups in the reverse, because the Two of Swords is somebody who's kind of at a diverging pathway. You have it feels like you are only looking towards the future, honestly, Aquarius. But we have some kind of choice here. Let me get this deck here. This is the Tarot of Wonderland. Yeah, I've got the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And the Six of Cups under that. So, like I said, this Seven of Cups is someone who is feeling kind of overwhelmed. by where they're headed next. And there's like this energy of wanting to redesign your life in some way here, Aquarius. Redesign your perspective of yourself. Now, this Two of Swords over here has something to do with some kind of soulmate relationship. This Six of Cups is the energy of past life love. It can be somebody that you've known for a long time. This is definitely kindred soulmate energy in some way. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it might be. This Two of Swords, more about, yeah, you guys have the moon out there too. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of deep soul searching this year, Aquarius. I really do. I feel like, well, quite honestly, I feel like you did a lot in 2021. And I feel like a lot of it happened in Sagittarius season. I feel like a lot of it happened right around the holidays. I think that you, there was something that happened that caused you to have a change of direction. This is something that said, you know what? I want something new. I want something better. I deserve something better. And there was a choice you had to make here, and it feels like you've already made the choice. It feels like you're already starting to experience the karmic upswing that's come from making a choice that validates you and who you are. I have this Ten of Swords here, which is that energy of kind of an on again, off again relationship that may have something to do with this Three of Cups in the reverse for some of you. And you had to make a decision, and all of a sudden you were like, you know what? I think I deserve better things, and hey, I am just that good looking. And I'm sure you are, Aquarius. Let's see. What, yeah. So you have the Strength card here. It actually was not easy for you to make this decision. With this Strength card, I feel like, I mean, some of you may be choosing to reinvent yourself in another location. You may actually choose to physically relocate here. And it may be really difficult for you. You may be someone who either has a hard time asking others for help, or someone who maybe feels kind of lost without a friend group. There's somebody here that you're used to having to support you in some way. And there's kind of this energy of maybe being a little concerned about where you may be headed. You've got the Sun card out here, which is Leo. You've got Leo and Leo, Strength in the Sun. You've got a lot of majors on here, and this is a very happy, healthy vibe here, which is good because you're coming out of a pretty mopey vibe here, where you, and I see you have somebody here focusing on this Three of Cups down here still, right? You've got this Three of Cups in the reverse, and now you've got this Three of Cups. For a long time, you were allowing yourself to be, you know, kind of sitting your feels about something that you've had to let go of here. And you had to really ask yourself why you had allowed this kind of energy into your life in the first place. It took some time for you to kind of move past that. And now you're kind of trying to decide, well, who are we going to be now? And with this Magician energy and this Wheel of Fortune energy, anybody you want to be, you go on ahead and be it, because this is going to be the year for that kind of reinvention. I don't know any other way to say it. Some of you may be physically relocating. This Page of Cups in the reverse usually is someone who needs to heal a situation. You've got this Temperance energy here. You have a lot of Sagittarius energy on here. You've got a lot of Leo, and you've got Cancerian here. This is Ophiuchus for me. You got Cancer twice. I always think of the Magician as Ophiuchus energy, but a lot of people will assign that as Aries. You got a lot of fire sign vibes here. But that Page of Cups in the reverse, you may have had to let go of a Sagittarius energy here. There's someone here who feels they lost a friendship. This was a soulmate energy, and you may have had them in your life off and on for some time, but it feels like you're having to let that go because you want to be somebody different, basically. And whenever you do, with this Sun energy, this is someone who has a lot of vitality returning to their system. I think there was a time of 2021, feels like kind of towards the end of the year. Remember, I was saying I feel like somebody got a lot of clarity towards the end of this year, started doing a lot of work on themselves personally towards the very end of this year. Whoever you are, Aquarius, it feels like you had to dig pretty deep about some of the changes that you wanted to make during that time. and some of it was pretty dark, that you had to kind of look at. There was a lot of self-evaluation, really looking at your shadow side, and I think that's why you're able to all of a sudden ascend to this level where you can decide who you want to be. You've processed a lot about how those situations happened in your life, how you allowed them to happen in your life, and how you would like things to be different in the future. It's you've really wised up, you know that. But I think there was a time towards the end of the year that you were a little bit mopey, you were a little depressed, and you may have kind of gotten to some sort of a rock bottom here with that situation. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of change. It's like everything goes up from here. All right, nicely done, Aquarius. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Libra. Libra, I'm going to use this Tarot of Dreams for you guys. Turn this way. Woo, we got the Knight of Swords coming out in the upright position. This, and I've got the Sun in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. The Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse. You know what? I'm keeping those in there. I'm going to shuffle it one more time. Basically, what I have is I have a lot of change coming into your life quickly here, Libra. And it feels like you kind of feel a little bit too tired, like, to be dealing with this, quite honestly. It feels like the start of 2022 has been kind of a whirlwind of stuff that felt like it was out of your control in some way. With this Nine of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who's saying, like, how much longer until we can just rest? How much longer until we can find peace? But there's this kind of whirlwind energy around you here, Libra, with this Knight of Swords. It feels like someone who's having to sign a lot of paperwork, sign a lot of contracts this week, possibly this year in general. There's just an awful lot of change happening at the beginning of this year for you, and it feels like somebody who's saying, like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. This guy has to hold so many planets up, right? And whenever he's in the reverse, I just don't think he really feels like he ate his Wheaties that day, you know? He's like, man, I feel like I'm going to drop some of these at any moment. You could be feeling a little sluggish, a little depressed. I have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Excuse me. And I have the Eight of Wands. That's a lot of fast-moving energy. Sorry. I have the Six of Cups in the reverse. It feels like you having to let go of some relationships. Almost feels like you're moving in a hurry, or you're having to change something in a hurry. There's a lot of communication from a lot of people. There's just like a lot of rapidity. Like a lot of... And I have the Eight of Pentacles. This is maybe at work. It feels like, yes, that's what it is. It feels like it feels like you're playing catch up, almost like we have to get this done. We have to get this done in a hurry. And it feels like you're trying to maintain balance. You're trying to sort this out because, I mean, what else are you going to do? It feels like you're the only one who can. Only you, Obi-Wan. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels with this Temperance energy. Temperance is Sagittarius. The Sun is Leo. We got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Well, quite honestly, I feel like you're taking charge of the situation. This Eight of Pentacles, this could be in your workplace. This is somebody who, it feels like no matter what, it feels like you kind of work yourself... quite honestly, a little much, a lot of much. Like, this is somebody who could have used a break 6 weeks ago. This is somebody who's like, man, I haven't had a day off in, a month. This is someone who feels like they're having to pick up slack for a lot of people, and you're someone who has to, it's not necessarily pick up slack for other people, it's just you have a lot of responsibility. And this can bleed out into a lot of different areas in your life. And I think you're actually starting to get, this is going to be good. The next couple of months, I think, it feels like you have to push through a little bit longer, whatever this time is, where you just feel like you're, holding things up with Post-it notes, right? Like the whole wall's held up with Post-it notes. But it feels like that's going to be an energy that exits your life. I'm going to say, quite honestly, February, March. It does just what it feels like. End of February into the first 2 weeks of March, it feels like there is a whoosh for you, where you're able to sit down and relax And I think you've already started implementing healthier practices in your life. You're someone who is typically the calm one. You're typically the one who has it all together here, Libra. And I think you still are. And it feels like you're the one who's in charge of getting it all done. And I think you're getting it all done. However, it's just an awful lot for anybody. Okay, now, paperwork. Quite honestly, though, it's like this, you were kind of made for this, Libra. Like, you are highly organized, it feels like. You're someone who, I don't know, just like, for one thing, Libras are known to just make the world a more beautiful place in general, but there's just something that is just like perfection. There's like, you're a perfectionist, perhaps. And so this kind of thing, you may be used to this. It feels like really the hardest part has been having to kind of be the bigger person a lot in this situation and kind of turn your back on, you're learning to turn your back on other people's needs and other people's drama. Perhaps it hasn't always been able to be the case, but now it is. Now these are the choices we're making. And you're also trying to decide if this is... Here's what it is. You're dealing with people who are not so easy to deal with. You may be dealing with subordinates that are not so productive, or you may be dealing with relationships where you're always having to carry the bulk of the situation. It just feels like we have someone here who's struggling under their responsibility, and so you're having to pick up the slack. All right, and I feel like this is probably something that has been a consistent, consistency for a significant portion of you Librans. And it feels like maybe this is the year where things start to change, because with this temperance energy, it's an energy of patience, but you've also grown so much into yourself that you just simply don't have a lot of time or acceptance of shenanigans in any part of your life, in any relationship in your life. Look, you've got the sun out in the upright, and you've got the temperance out again. Oh, look at you. You've got this Knight of Wands energy here as well, where all of a sudden it just feels like you are on to bigger and better things. Oh, look, you got the Nine of Cups on there too. And guess what? I think this is going to be a good year for you financially. You actually have a lot of things coming towards you, Libra. I kind of can't stop. Now I can stop. Because, can I? Yes, I can, because there's the Eight of Pentacles again. This is going to be a year where you have a lot of good things coming towards you. This is going to be a good year for money for you, especially the first half of this year here, Libra. You have the Sun card that comes out in the upright now, so that's the second time out for that guy. But everything that you have kind of been working on, it feels like if there's, like I said, it's like this last little push to get through this chunky time of year, whatever's going on in your life. It feels like a lot, and it feels like you're responsible for a lot, but it's like once you do, we have new routines being established in your life. You could be moving, you could be moving careers, you could be changing teams at work. There's a lot of workplace energy here with this Eight of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles is a windfall of money. It can be a raise, it can be buying a new home. And this Three of Wands is something that you've actually manifested for the future. And with this Death card energy, it feels like you're kind of having to face off with some of these things that you're leaving behind, maybe some of these people that you're leaving behind, but it really feels like you've got a lot of positive energy re-entering your life very, very quickly here, Libra. And it feels like all of that anxiety, like once you get, I'm telling you, like February, March, end of February, March, it's like all of the dust settles on this situation. We have new beginnings coming in. It does feel like you may have to deal with some other people's drama and that sort of thing. But it feels like there's an ending here. And I really do see you having a new opportunity to practice whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you do best. and you being very successful. Like if you're an artist or a craftsperson of any kind, if what you do is like very much representative of yourself in some way, this is going to be a really, really good year for you. You know that? I feel like, and with this 10 of Pentacles, again, this is someone who has a lot of financial abundance. And I think that this may be your year where you discover that you can do what it is that you love in some, like in more of your life. I don't know how it happens. It has something to do with work. It has something to do with money. But all of a sudden you realize that you are very gifted at something. You do such a great job. And all of a sudden you find that you can maybe do that for a living in some way. And that, you know, there's nothing better than loving what you do, right? Then you never work, right? You always just enjoy your life. And it feels like this is kind of the place where you're coming to, Libra, is where you're recognizing like how much you've been overworking, how much you've been giving 110%, and just for how long. And there's somebody here who makes a real dramatic shift, and you do have some pretty definite endings there that with that death card that I just put back in there. And thankfully you do, because that 9 of Swords in the reverse is stress and anxiety. But with those endings, I find that you're probably going to spend a lot of time working on things that you love this year. It opens up new pathways of energy for you. It like opens up new space to invite new things in for yourself here, Libra. Nice. I love it. This is going to be a good year for you, especially the first 6 months, I think, are going to be really a lot of change at first. But once you get through that little hiccup, it feels like things get dramatically better quickly. All right, that was your reading for the week, Libra. Next up, we have Gemini. I'm going to use this Chocoli deck for Gemini. I have got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, Gemini. That is your card. Yeah, so and you're in the upright position. Look at you. That's great. That's great news. Alrighty, you got the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. You know what? I think the Wheel of Fortune has been probably the most prominent card to come out in, I think, almost every sign we've read so far, Gemini. And you are no exception. That's great. This is interesting. I kind of have this feeling, Gemini, that some of you may have someone from your past who's struggling to let you go. Yeah, and I usually don't get things that are quite so specific at first when I start first pull the cards. I usually try to kind of look at each individual energy. But there are a handful of you, Gemini, out there who have been through a relationship that was high drama. One where you always felt like you had to be standing up for yourself. And there was like a lot of passive aggressive energy and possibly even straight up aggressive energy here. I mean, it was not pretty, whatever it was here that was in the past. And there was something or someone who was kind of clinging on to you. And I really feel like it was not you who was doing it. I feel like this was someone outside of you. And I don't know why I feel that, because obviously your card was the first one to come out here. I just feel that way, all right? And it feels like there was someone who kind of kept you tied to them longer than you might have wanted to be tied. And it feels like, almost feels like someone's speaking their mind about this right now, like in real time. And there's this energy of a real change, this Wheel of Fortune, a real change for you. And it's good, it's positive, it's healthy. I feel like you have been wanting to let go of whatever this was for a long time. Long time. The World card is the last card in a deck of tarot, right? It's the number 21. And we have to get through the World card before we can wrap around to the number 0, right? And you've been trying to get there. Something or someone was holding you back, because with this 5 of Cups, that's somebody who just can't seem to walk away from a mess that they've made. It feels like this is someone who can't quite let go of someone And they keep trying and they keep trying and they keep trying, but it's just like creating more of an issue. And here's the thing about this Chicoli deck is this. So the Ace of Swords represents telling a truth. It indicates communication. It indicates speaking your mind. It indicates an honest conversation with someone. But this is one of those conversations where somebody always ends up getting hurt, right? It's kind of like a breakup that was never accepted in some way in your life here, Gemini. And I've got the Seven of Swords that comes flying out here over here. So the Seven of Swords is someone who's sneaky. In particular, this Chicoli deck, it feels like someone who's a little bit stalkery and they don't tell the truth about it. Zoinks. This is someone who feels like if they're not with you, that they don't feel seen, or they don't feel like, oh man, see, that's sad. Like they feel like they're not important if they don't have you. Yeah, I can see how this conversation might hurt someone. Okay, so that was rather specific, but it's kind of like this energy of having to let go of something, someone, having to be really honest this year, okay, Gemini, with these energies that you know don't belong to you anymore. You may be someone who is just so nice, and you may attract situations into your life that you know are not right for you, and yet because you don't want to disappoint anyone, because you don't want to feel like you've let somebody down or hurt somebody's feelings, you may be someone who allows yourself to be in situations that don't feel truly authentic to you, and you may allow yourself to linger in them for some time, and you may allow other people to linger in your vibe, as in your energy as well, okay? That's for some of you, not for all of you, but in any case, we have this energy of change, and it looks really, really good, and I'm pretty happy to hear that. Now, I'm going to get this deck here because I've got the Sun card here. I'm just going to take it out and put it up there because it makes me happy. I feel like that's where you're headed. I really do. That's the energy of Leo. Ah, man. And check this out. I've got the Seven of Swords out there on the bottom of the deck. Again, it's this guy, right? This is someone who doesn't tell the truth. This is someone who... Typically, the Seven of Swords is someone who's known for not telling the truth, kind of like the lying liar who lies, right? Someone who's very deceptive, someone who's always trying to get away with something. Kind of sneaky, right? Kind of that Eddie Haskell kind of vibe. Hey. I don't know, maybe you feel like you can't tell this person the truth. There's a lot of reasons why people don't always tell the truth, right? And if this is you, and if I've got you pegged right here, it may be that you have known that you wanted out of this situation for a while and you weren't telling the truth because, again, you didn't want to disappoint somebody. But with the Devil energy, some of you may just be dealing with someone who is obsessive about you, okay? All right. In any case, you actually have a new love relationship coming towards you that's actually very healthy and very positive. It brings a lot of balance into your life, and it actually is going to be something that allows you to grow into yourself. This actually, where you're headed, Gemini, looks very healthy. With this Wheel of Fortune energy, there's this change you decide to make here. I don't know. I want to slide all of that over there because I see you actually this year, Gemini. I feel like 2022 is going to be the year when you start to decide who you want to love, who you want to invite into your life, who you're going to spend your time with. And we've had a lot of this energy tonight where we have a lot of change. We have a lot of people letting go of situations that they know they should have let go of last year, but it carries on in. And so a lot of people are going to be spending the next 3 months of this year cleaning up stuff that they maybe should have already cleaned up. And it feels like now this is happening for you, Gemini, and it feels like there's this energy of health and vitality that returns to you. If you haven't been feeling like you having to get up and go, now is the time when you feel like all of a sudden you're ready to go for a jog. You're ready to go for a jog at 6 o'clock in the morning and you are excited to start your day. There is this new energy of, a new love relationship coming towards you, which is nice. But but it's also this energy of self-love that comes towards you, and that self-love is what really heals you to the point where you can attract healthy love from another person, because now you've got the Two of Cups that comes out, which is another soulmate energy, right? Very good. This is going to bring a lot of balance and a lot of peace into your life. It's going to feel a lot better than whatever all this was over here. And this Judgment energy is someone who all of a sudden sees life can be better. Life doesn't have to feel like this. And this other situation over here, it feels like something that you've wanted to make a decision about for a while. You've wanted to make a change about this. You've wanted to have a conversation that you knew wasn't going to be easy, but it feels like now is the time that you're doing it. And I mean, clearly everybody's going to be better off. But this other person, whoever they are, there is a clinging energy here. And I think it's been around for a while. It's almost like a relationship that you ended up in that you kind of didn't intend. That sounds a little bit... No judgment. It kind of sounds like you didn't mean for it to last as long as it did. And it feels like you kind of got stuck in this never-ending loop with this situation, and it feels like this is the year you choose to unchain yourself from this, right? No more of this. Incidentally, in a traditional Rider-Waite card, the Devil card looks almost identical to the Lovers card. And the Lovers is card of Gemini. That's why I brought it up. Anyway, all right. Thank you for letting me read for you, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will catch up with you soon. All right. Next up, we have Pisces. Love ya, Pisces. Let's see. We're going to use this traditional Rider-Waite deck for Pisces. Pisces, some of you may be in a separation from someone that you love, maybe even a friendship. There's someone that needs to extend an apology or to accept forgiveness in some way. That's not going to be for everybody, just a little side note for some of you. And I guarantee you, if you are experiencing this with someone, they miss you just as much as you miss them. Yes, okay. And it's kind of a blurred line as to who needs to apologize to who. But I think that no matter what, the both of you would just be so happy to be back together. All right. Side note, that's not for everybody. All right. What do we have for Pisces? Very good. We have, we have the Eight of Wands out. We have the Two of Wands. We got the Knight of Wands. And I have the King of Pentacles. Very good. You have a lot of activity this month, Pisces, and this year in general is going to be a very active year for you. If you are single, excuse me, Pisces, you are going to have a lot of love opportunities coming towards you. If you are in a partnership, it feels like there's a lot of stability coming into your life. This King of Pentacles energy is someone who is growing, is able to sit and relax a little bit this year. It really feels like it, Pisces. If you're someone who has worked and gotten yourself into the position that you're in, and you were feeling comfortable before, now you're going to be feeling even more so. There are people who are going to want to work with you this year, Pisces. There are going to be a lot of people who would love to spend time with you. If you are single, Pisces, it feels like there are a lot of people who are going to have their eye on you this year. You look really good. Yeah. This Knight of Wands energy is Sagittarius energy. This Two of Wands energy is, it's somebody who has a lot to offer to another person, and they're just waiting on the right person to come and join them. And it feels like if you're single, there's going to be a lot of people who want to talk to you. All right. You're going to be busy. Eight of Cups. Ooh, you just left something or someone behind just in 2021, actually. And it was probably, I'm going to guess, right around November, maybe sometime between September and November. You did. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who says, you know, I can't believe I did that. And somebody who just said, I can't wait any longer. I have to go. I need something new. I need a change. Whatever it was that you walked away from, whoever it was, I think they were surprised that you did. Where you're headed is this 1111 Four of Wands card. This is that twin flame card, that divinely guided soulmate energy, Pisces. It can be marriage. It can be just absolute stability within the four walls of your home. All of a sudden, you're going to be physically feeling well. Like I said, you look great. This is going to be a good year for you, Pisces. You made some big choices in 2021, particularly in the fall of 2021, and you have your sights set on something else. With this Ten of Wands that comes out on its side, man, somebody, it's either you or someone else. So again, you're going to have to decide which character you play in this story, and if this is your story, or if this is someone that you have on your mind, or if this is someone in your immediate environment. But this Ten of Wands is someone who is kind of overwhelmed with feelings that they're having for another person all of a sudden. You may not have met this person yet. If you haven't, when you meet this person, if you're single, this person is going to be kind of, you're going to both be like magnetically attracted to each other, like very physically attracted to each other. There's a lot of sexual attraction here. Yeah. There's a lot of fire sign energy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these cards are wands. 5 out of 8 of them. And I've got the Lovers out. What? Oh, Pisces. And the Lovers goes right on top of that Four of Wands. So you definitely have a divinely guided soulmate coming towards you this year, Pisces. This is the year, I think. Okay. That Lovers is the card of Gemini, but really it's about a very healthy, or I don't want to say healthy, but I mean like a very significant love relationship coming towards you. And with that Four of Wands, this could lead to marriage. It really, really could, or some kind of spiritual union. You got the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Of course you do. This also indicates marriage. It also indicates basically the most fulfillment in love you could ever imagine. Okay, so 2022 might be a good year for you. Now, obviously, this reading is not for every single Pisces out there, but for some of you, it will be. And this is going to be a lovely, lovely year for you. Let's see, what do we want to use? We'll use this Marielle Tarot to clarify. You got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck after that. You got the Three of Cups. Wow. There's some kind of energy of possibly reconciliation. You remember how I was saying at the very beginning when I was cutting the cards with the other deck? I was saying that somebody here needs to issue some kind of an apology to someone, or to accept forgiveness from someone, or something like that. And that there's someone, yeah, that's for some of you. Whatever it is you're moving towards, it's going to be someone that you've already known before in the past for a portion of you. But it's going to be a new relationship. Because there's an energy of reconciliation when I have the Three of Cups in the upright position. This Ace of Cups, again, another love card, another soulmate energy. Two of Cups, again, another soulmate energy, another card of love. You've got it all out here. I think this year, Pisces, this may be a year of a lot of soulmate love. Okay. I think that's the focus this year. This, like with the Page of Swords, this is somebody that you may meet online. You may, the Page of Swords is kind of digital communication. It can be watching someone's social media pages. This reading took a turn towards the love. You know that? This is too many. You know that? I'm putting those back in there. This may be a year, though, that some of you do change locations. Some of you do move in some way. Yeah, there it is again. I stuck it back in, and now it's come back out. With the Six of Swords, this is the energy of physical relocation. There it is. This can be some of you actually physically moving. You may move in with this person. This may be one of those whirlwind romances, Gemini. Oh my, or excuse me, I keep calling you Gemini because I have the lovers here. This is Pisces though. You may end up meeting a Gemini. Just gonna throw that out there. Although sometimes I just screw up and say the wrong words. So there is Pisces, this energy of possibly physically relocating, but it takes you directly towards this soulmate relationship. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's grossing me out. It's so cute. It's so nice. Yeah, oh snap. Okay, so you have the devil out there, which is the card of Capricorn. And you know, everybody's like afraid of the devil, right? But actually, whenever we have a reading that is this beautiful, and this is what I was saying about this 10 of Wands, somebody here is like borderline gonna lose their mind over each other here. Like this devil, when it comes out with this many positive love cards, it can indicate low-key obsession. Oh gee, and I didn't even put that together with that Page of Cups, or Page of Swords too. That can also indicate kind of just not being able to take their eyes off of you in some way here, Pisces. This could be someone that you have just like an almost obsessive love with, and vice versa. It just feels like it's very much magnetically attracted. You guys are just crazy about each other. Like you can't let it go. There's a lot of purple here on this card, incidentally. This is what you got. This is what I got for you this year, okay, Pisces? I don't know. It just looks like a year where you are very focused on love. It feels like you have a lot of soulmate energy coming towards you here. Some of you may be physically relocating. Your money looks like it's been good, and it looks like you don't even care. All you're going to care about is whoever this person is that's coming towards you. I think this is going to be one of those relationships, Pisces, where you end up stuck in this love bubble. You're icking me out. It's adorable. I love it. Whenever you meet this person, please let me know because they just sound awfully great. This 10 of Pentacles can be a family coming together. It can be a blended family coming together. This can be a marriage, all right? The 4 of Wands could be a marriage. This Lover's card, Gemini, is somebody, this could be a divinely guided soulmate energy. This can be having to make a major choice in your love life because this person comes into your life. This is someone who's completely overwhelmed by sexual feelings for you. This Knight of Wands is pretty much the same thing. It's a lot of sexual passion coming towards you. This 2 of Wands is someone who feels like they have everything to offer you. You have everything to offer them. They're going to want this to move quickly. All right? Okay. Yes. Good. All right. Much love to you, Pisces. Thank you for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Cancer. Let's see here. We are going to use, for Cancer, you know what? I'm going to use this traditional Rider-Waite again for Cancer. Some of you may have had a challenging 2021. Some of you may have had difficult breakups. Some of you may have really gone through a lot of horrible, horrible things this year, Cancer. Some of you have been through situations that I'm hearing would like curl your hair if you told the stories. Is that a saying, curl your hair? Maybe curl your toes. I don't know. There's like been a lot of stress. 2021 was not necessarily easy for you. Okay. Well, it wasn't for anybody, but I think it was actually extra hard for you in some way, Cancer. You may have just had a lot of difficult situations in your life that you had to always be dealing with, and there was definitely some kind of an ending for some of you there because I just saw the 3 of Swords. But let's see what we have going on here for Cancer. Man, so I got the King of Cups in the reverse, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energy. Doesn't matter about the gender. Really doesn't even matter about the zodiac signs. I only call them out in case they are of significance to you. You've been really keeping your feelings to yourself here, Cancer. You've to the point that it's caused problems, quite honestly. It's kind of like when you sit on your emotions for so long and then all of a sudden somebody does the slightest little thing and you just bite their head off, right? But it kind of feels like it's more than that. It feels like it's almost becoming an ulcer in your stomach in some way. This 8 of Swords energy is someone who feels like they've just been denied an opportunity to express themselves, but on the other hand, it feels like they would almost rather not express themselves just simply because they don't want to have to deal with the feelings that they're feeling. And this can be your energy, and we do have that water sign energy right there, Cancer, or this could be someone else. I have that Knight of Wands in the reverse, which can be someone who they don't commit, or they don't, they make choices that cause a lot of problems. And I feel like that's someone outside of you that you've been having to deal with. That could have just been like the running theme for 2021, is dealing with other people's self-created emergencies. I don't know how else to say that. I have the Fool card. Praise the Lord. I'm so glad. Cancer. The Fool coming out on its side. This is somebody who's just about ready to start over. This is somebody who's just about through the forest. My nose is itching all of a sudden. This is someone who's just about ready to transition into the next space of their life. This is somebody who's... like, I just want to breathe extra for you. It's almost like you need it. You need extra support. You know that? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. You've got a lot of court cards and character cards on here. Oh my goodness. The Knight of Cups in the reverse, also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energy. This is someone who doesn't feel like they're interested in any of the heartache they've experienced in the past. And now this can be if you've gone through a string of difficult relationships or something here, Cancer, you've seen nothing but everything that you don't want. Okay. And it feels like it's been, I feel like you're dealing with multiple people, and these are not all love relationships. Some of these are family relationships. Some of these might be workplace dynamics where you've had to deal with other people's emotional instability, but in your love life, you haven't been. There's like a whole lot of dissatisfaction with a lot of the relationships in your life. That feels like the running theme for 2021. All right. But it feels like we're getting ready to move out of that scenario. But for some reason, I've still got you in the reverse here with that King of Cups in the reverse. Let me just... Oh, but this is great news. I'm loving this. Look at you again. We got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. Guys, I'm pretty sure this card has come out for every single, if not every single, the bulk of every reading we've done tonight here. This is the energy of the first half of 2022 for a lot of our zodiac signs here, for a lot of our people. This Wheel of Fortune energy is a change. It's shifting. It's with this Fool card, when it comes out on its side, it's your job, Cancer, to decide if you want to move it into the upright position or if you want to move it into the reverse. And it's going to be about how you direct your energy in your life. If you take the steps to express yourself more, if you take the steps to maybe only allow, like, there's a lot of healthy boundaries that you're going to put into place this year, Cancer. I really feel that you are. I think there's, like I said, there's been a dissatisfaction with the people who have been in your life previous to now, and especially during the year of 2021. It feels like there's going to be a lot of healthy boundaries here. I have this Queen of Swords energy, and if you're someone who implements that into your life, it feels like that cleans out your energetic system from all that old debris, and it feels like you're able to move on to a place that feels like a fresh new start. But you're going to have to be the one that's like in charge of saying the things that gets you out of here, which is going to be difficult because you've been in this King of Cups energy where you've just not been talking about your feelings. You've not been expressing. This Queen of Swords energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, feminine energy, but it comes in and it this energy really frees up your throat chakra. Okay, there's something that happens with this Wheel of Fortune energy, which is Libra energy. No, it's not. It's Sagittarius energy. I don't know why I said Libra, but it's, it may have something to do with a divorce that you're going through. It could have something to do with legalities or lawsuits or courtroom dramas. You may have had that in the last year. You may have that in this year as well. But there is this energy of honesty and truth that comes in for you that allows you to shift your whole being, your whole self. This is going to be a great year for you. All right. Let me get just like one more out with this one. Well, this is kind of where you're sitting right now, though. I'll be honest with you. What's keeping you kind of stuck and stagnating here is it's kind of like this, almost like this belief that nothing is ever going to get, we got a little bit of mopiness here, like no judgment, I understand. But with the Four of Cups that comes out here on its side, this is someone who's been isolating themselves for a while, hasn't been really opening up to other people. And again, like that King of Cups in the reverse, this is someone who feels like they've been damaged by relationships in the past. And so therefore they'll allow people to get only so close to them. But when they get any too close that makes them nervous, there's going to be a shoo away. And I feel like you're ready to come out of that energy of isolation. And it feels like there's going to be something that happens here that allows you to feel better about, I don't know, just yourself, or just maybe like opening your heart in general. And it comes with this like kind of assertive power that starts flowing into you soon, Cancer. Let me just clarify real quick with this deck. You're gonna have to take like one step at a time. It feels like this year, Cancer, whatever it is, it feels like you're having to like really focus on details this year. It feels like you're having the biggest focus this year is going to be your ability to communicate how you're feeling about situations, how you're feeling about relationships in your life. It's going to be really important to you this year. And I've got the Two of Swords that comes out here. Got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like, man, quite honestly, for some of you, this is not going to be for everybody, but there's someone who's been in a relationship where they've been feeling bullied for a very long time. And they're afraid to speak up for themselves. This can be a toxic love relationship. This can also be a toxic employment situation here, Cancer. But there's this understanding that has created this energy of codependency within you, where you're always walking on eggshells and always fearful. And it could be that this has just been kind of representative of other, like all the relationships in your past. Just certainly not all of them, right? Surely not. But like someone who's like, well, a lot of them then. Okay, well, it feels like this is going to be the year that you change all of that. This is going to be the year that you start baby stepping your way out of this. You start to stand up for yourself. This is going to be important for you. This is going to be a lot of throat chakra development and a lot of solar plexus development for you as well this year, Cancer. You're going to find yourself in a place where you have kind of diverging pathways here. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune right under the Wheel of Fortune. That's going to be what shifts your perspective, is when you make the decision to make healthy choices for yourself. And it's not just about who you allow into your life. It's about your habits. It's about what you want to see for yourself, how you want to feel. And I'm just being told, like, it's all about you. It's everything that you want to do. This is going to be a year where there's a lot of new possibilities for you. You just have to decide what it is that you want that to look like. All right? Capiche? Capiche? Yes. All right, Cancer, thank you very much for letting me read for you. It'll be a good year. And it's really just depending upon where you decide to throw your energy, right? All right. Much love to you. Next up, we have Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for you guys. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Ooh, Nine of Cups. Oh, Scorpio. You, my dear, are highly intuitive. You're like this is a year, it's possible that you invested a lot in yourself spiritually last year in 2021 as well. All of a sudden, like, I have a lot of third eye development here. This is someone who is possibly very psychic, someone who's just very tuned in here, Scorpio. Someone who has learned a lot. This is someone who knows a lot about the mysteries of what goes on behind the scenes in our universe. Someone who's very spiritual. You may have started studying meditation this year. You may have just learned a lot about yourself. You may have started a business. This is the Emperor. It's a card of Divine Masculine, but it's also the card of Aries, but it's also someone who they run an entire empire, right? This is someone who who is in charge of a lot. With this Knight of Wands energy, this is someone who has a lot of passion for their life. This is someone who has a lot of new opportunities coming towards them because there's someone who goes out and seeks those opportunities. You're not someone who just lets life happen to you, Scorpio. You're someone who knows what it is that they want for the future, and they don't have any problem getting up and going after it. With this Nine of Cups energy, this is something, this behavior, what I was just saying, somebody who's a real go-getter, it leads you to a lot of abundance. It leads you to a lot of happiness, but it also leads you to a lot of wish fulfillment. It's kind of like that energy of if you build it, they will come, Scorpio. It feels like anything that you touch this year is going to be very profitable for you energetically, financially, emotionally, all the things. And I was just noticing, I've never seen this before, but on this Nine of Cups right here, this guy has his third eye chakra open, wide open. On our little genie man there. That's great news. Four of Pentacles. All right, so hold on. Oh, I see. Well, here's the thing. I feel like some of you, Scorpio, may be feeling like you have it could be that this year you're very busy and you don't feel like you have enough time. There's this, I'm hearing like time is money, time is money, time is money. And someone who's having a hard time, you may be feeling like this year that you don't have enough of one or the other, right? And that is often the case, right? If you work a lot, you have a lot of money, but you don't have any time. If you don't work much, you got a lot of time, but you don't have a lot of money, right? So I think that you're someone who's almost having to make a choice as to like how to balance your energy. You've got this King of Wands energy, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over here with this Knight of Wands. This Ten of Pentacles is someone who may be choosing to buy a home. You may be looking for more stability in your life. You may be pushing yourself a little hard this year, Scorpio, to... I'm just seeing somebody who's like trying to amass wealth in some way or trying to build this empire for themselves as well. You're going to be doing really well. Like this is going to be a really financially profitable year for you. It's kind of like you don't believe it, but it is going to be. This Ten of Pentacles can be a windfall of money. This can be just really having enough and not having to worry so much. It feels like it's just going to be a good year. This King of Wands energy over here, this is what I was saying. I caution you against burnout possibly here, Scorpio. At some point, you may be in this year, you're going to be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It's probably going to be, I'm going to guess like towards the end of the summer, July, August energy time. Let me get another deck out here. Let's use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot. I just think this is going to be a really happy year for you in love too. You know that, Scorpio? You've got the Ten of Cups over here, which can be a marriage, you know, and it also tens are cycles of completion. And I've got this Death card over here too. It just feels like there's something very transformative. Those of you who are in a partnered relationship, or those of you who are, with some kind of a partner, it feels like this may be a really transformative year for the two of you. This Ten of Cups can be the energy of getting married. This Ten of Pentacles can be the energy of buying a home. This Death card is about things transitioning from one thing to another. And there's a lot of growth that comes from the Death energy. It's kind of like the two of you put your heads together and you make the decision to move things to the next level, whatever that means for you. All right. This is funny. I'm not going to take all of those. That's too many. But I just split the deck accidentally to a card that doesn't belong in here, Scorpio. But that's you see how I pick up my cards. I'm sure I made the mistake. But it is the World, which is the card of Libra. And that's the energy of someone who is ready to go on to the next phase of their life. This is somebody who's ready to start not just the next chapter of their life, but the next volume of who they're going to be. This is a really transformative year for you, Scorpio. This is going to be really, really good. I'm excited for you. There's going to be a lot of balance that comes in for you this year, Scorpio, and it feels like you are going to be heaving kind of a sigh of relief there's just an energy of stability that comes in here for you. This is going to be a good year. It feels like a very stabilizing year for you. You know how some years are kind of like a whirlwind and you're picking up pieces and you're dealing with drama. I feel like this year is going to be a little more chill for you. I think 2022 is going to be a little bit more of a peaceful vibe. It feels like you've worked hard to get yourself into the position that you're in, and now you feel like you can rest and relax. Those of you who are single, you may have a lot of opportunities in your love life this year. This Page of Wands is like, it's kind of known as being the flirt, you know, and you've got the Knight of Wands in there too, which is like the flirt on steroids. It's like the flirt's big brother. And it feels like you're going to have a lot of people that are focusing their attention on you romantically, and have a lot of opportunities to meet new people. I've got the Page of Swords here. You may be someone who finds success with online dating, because the Page of Swords indicates like online interactions here. This is going to be a lot of conversations coming your way. Eight of Pentacles. Work looks good too. You know what, Scorpio? I think 2022 is going to be a nice year for you. I think that it's going to be a lot more peaceful than 2021 for sure, right? But it just feels like things are stabilizing here for you. It feels like you're happy in your love life. It feels like your financial life looks good. It feels like if you own a business, your business is doing well. It feels like there's potential for promotion if you work for someone else. It feels like the only hitch in the giddy up at all is that you may overwork a little bit this year, and I think it's because you enjoy what you do, but you may burn the candle at both ends a little bit too much here, Scorpio. And it's also it's hard for you to believe that things are as good as they are, you know? And you're going to have to start giving yourself more credit here, Scorpio, because you're someone who, you've invested a lot in spiritual development, Scorpio. You really have over the last few years. You've changed who you are, and you have grown a lot, and you have worked for everything that you have accumulated here, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, all of those things. These things don't just come to you for no reason. These things come to you because you've invested a lot of, you know, hard work over the last few years, a lot into yourself. You're going to have a lot of intuitive abilities this year that you didn't have before. You've probably had some chakra clearings happen throughout the course of all of this meditation and work that you've been doing. Nicely done. Sounds like you're going to have a good year. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading for today. Ophiuchus, you are next. Now, Ophiuchus, if you're an Ophiuchus, you will have been born between November 29th and December 17th. So you kind of are right between a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. Look it up on the Google. Ophiuchus. Yeah. Alrighty. What do we have for Ophiuchus? Oh, wow. Well, we have the Knight of Cups that comes out, and that can be a new opportunity in love for you, quite honestly. And it seems like it's important enough to mention it. So let's see. We got the Queen of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. That may be you. You may be this Knight of Cups, because Ophiuchus is right between a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. Most people will identify with one or the other, depending upon you know, where their birth date falls in Western astrology. So as far as the cards go, I really think you should watch whichever readings you are drawn to. But, you know, a lot of times they are accurate for certain amounts of the collective of Sagittarius, or the collective of Scorpio, or the collective of Ophiuchus. So you decide which energy you represent. This may represent all of you. This Queen of Wands is someone who's very attractive. This is someone who is very popular, well-liked. You may have a lot of people this year, Ophiuchus, who are very interested in spending time with you. If you are single, I don't think you will be for much longer. If you are in a partnered relationship, it just feels like this is just full of an abundance of love and sexual and attraction. I've got the Sun out. That's the card of Leo, but this is like health and vitality, healthy energy, someone who is doing very, very well, Ophiuchus. You should be proud of yourself. If you've been feeling, if some of you may have felt a little bit tired, a little depressed, especially towards the end of 2021. There was something about fall of 2021 and on into this winter time where we have had people who've really been struggling with some depression, you may have fallen into that category. If that's true, I think you've come out of that. I think that you're coming out of that. If not, you're going to have a lot more energy soon. You're going to have a lot more get up and go. You're going to be excited to hit the button on the alarm clock every day. You're going to be excited about your life in a way that you may not have been so much in the past. This Sun energy is the happiest card in the entire deck. All right? Google it if you don't believe me. Or you could just like save yourself some time. Look at you. You've got the Wheel of Fortune out there too, which has been, and I've got this Ace of Pentacles. Now, quite honestly, the Wheel of Fortune came out in the reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles came out in the reverse too. I'm going to find out why in a minute, because everything looks so good for you here. But this Wheel of Fortune has come out in every single reading that we've done tonight. If it hasn't come out in every single reading, I'm guessing it's come out in 80% of every reading we've done so far. But this is an energy of change. And with this Ace, that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Hold on. Okay. I feel like Ophiuchus, it feels like you experience a lot of opportunities and offers in love, but you have yet to find the one that you want to sign off on. And it feels like there has actually been a delay. This is very specific for some of you, okay? There's been a delay in you meeting the person you're supposed to meet here, Ophiuchus. Oh, it's been so slow. So slow, you have given up on this. But there is this King of Cups over here, and here's the problem. I think there's this King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here too. Doesn't matter. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't matter, but still. This is someone who hasn't expressed their feelings towards you. No. And it's because you've had conflict with this person in the past. And I feel like there's been a delay on fixing this situation, and you've given up hope on it. I think you've given up hope that this situation could ever get any better. Why are we bringing it up then? That's what I want to know. Why are you bringing it up? Well, I have the Devil out on top of that. That's Capricorn energy, but that can be unhealthy soul ties. It can be obsession. I've got the Magician, which is your card for me as a reader. Ophiuchus, the Magician is your card. Okay, I have to get another deck. Hold on, because this is clear as mud to me. Here, yes. See, you actually ended a relationship with whoever this King of Cups is on their side here. But there is someone, and I think this, I don't know if it's your energy that's attached to this situation. Somebody else had this, Gemini had this up above earlier, where there was someone, kind of a toxic, maybe a toxic ex or something that was kind of clinging and kind of delaying you meeting the right person for you, or vice versa, something like that. But I think Gemini had that also, which is interesting because they're right across from the zodiac from you guys. You know that? There's an energy of you having to take charge of this situation and remove yourself from this situation in order to change the timing on somebody else coming into your life. And that is rather specific. It feels to me, Ophiuchus, like you are somebody who is gonna have to, like, you have all of these positive things coming towards you. You are in a good place this year. You look good. You are doing positive things in your life. You are happy in your work. You are very creative this year. It feels like you are just kind of magnetized to attract whatever it is that you want to put out there. And you have a lot of health and vitality to you this year, but there is some And it feels like you have a lot of love coming towards you here, but there has been kind of a delay on whatever it is that you would want to invest in for the future. And it has something to do with someone else being kind of attached to you here. And it's clogging up the works, yo. Let me get another deck. I'm going to grab this Vice Versa Tarot. Yes, yes, yes. This could be in your work life too. This could be in a friend group, something like that. But there's something that's keeping the right thing from coming towards you. This is probably what you're going to have to focus on this year, Ophiuchus, because with this Magician card coming out here towards the end, this is someone who all of a sudden has to start doing what they feel is right. And when you do, and this is someone who's pretty prayerful about it. This is somebody who really, they don't take other people's feelings flippantly. They don't, whoever you are, Ophiuchus, you're good to the people that come towards you. It's just this, you haven't found the right fit for you in a relationship, but there is someone who's been holding on for a little too long. And you already ended this relationship with them. You've already been through some kind of a time of apart from them. And you have seen that there's no change in this person's behavior. You don't want to be attached to this person any longer. Okay. And look, you've got the Magician right there on top of the deck again. Some of you may have to physically relocate to remove yourself from this situation. And again, for some of you, this may be related to your work life. You have the World card on top of the deck right there. There, I said it again, the physical relocation energy. Some of you may be moving house. Some of you may be, I don't know, moving across the country, something like that. With this World energy, though, this is somebody who says, you know what, I can't do it anymore. I need to be in an energy, in a space of seeing what I need to see. This is somebody who can't be tied to things from the past any longer, especially ones that you've already ended. You get that, you understand that you're somebody who's going to have to clear that energy off of you and what do we mean by we say clearing that energy? I mean, this can be anything from doing a deep meditation about it, where you actually clear that energy off your energetic system, or this can be simply like blocking that person's number in your phone, or moving your stuff out of the apartment that you shared with them, or I don't know, but it's or actively looking for a new job, or I don't know, just cutting ties with some of these things that you shouldn't be hanging on to. All right. And it feels like this is the year you learn how to take that energy into your own hands and manifest a better future, a healthier future for yourself. It's almost like you get out of your own way, and you also don't allow other people to pull you off track anymore. You're someone who's actually making a lot of healthy changes in your life this year, Ophiuchus. It feels like you're not allowing anybody to kind of pull you off track anymore. This is good. This is really healthy. Here's the thing. I was wondering who this Knight of Cups energy was going to be. And it feels like, because you've got the Two of Cups that comes out to clarify that, which is, again, another soulmate energy. You do have love coming into your life this year, Ophiuchus. For sure, And it's going to be a healthy partnership. It's been a long time getting here. It's possible that you are actually actively removing this from your system as we speak, like you're actively packing your bags into the trunk of the car or something. But it feels like this is going to be a year of healthy partnership for you once you kind of get away from this kind of toxic vibe here. Right. And this is going to bleed out through your love life, through your career, through your finances, all the things. If there are things you shouldn't be investing in, because look, now you've got the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, whereas before it was in the reverse. So now we're going to have a shift. Like once this is out of your system, out of your life, whatever this was, the devil can indicate toxic relationships. It can indicate codependencies. It can indicate addictions and obsessions, right? Once that's out of your system here, it's like all of a sudden there's this brand new beginning and something that feels really healthy, really good. With that Eight of Cups there, it's you being able to finally walk away from something and you seeing it now as a black and white issue. You no longer have to sit in that anymore. And it feels a lot better what you're moving towards. Oh, it's so happy. Alrighty, that was your reading for today, Ophiuchus. It looks like it's going to be a good year. It's going to feel different than it has in the past few years. Honestly, this year it does feel different because you aren't allowing the same things into your life Your life looks different. That's why it feels different. Everything about it is going to be kind of like, I'm seeing somebody who's all of a sudden in the land of Oz, you know, it's not Kansas anymore. Things just look different. Alrighty, that was your reading for the week. Thanks, Ophiuchus. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Very good. We are going to use, let's use this deviant moon for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius, you may have had a financially restrictive 2021. Or you may have had, you may be in an energy right now, actually, Sagittarius, where you feel like you are worried about spending. You may be worried about how you've been spending your time. You might be worried that, I honestly have a really good feeling about this. I know it sounds a little bit dark, but the person that I'm seeing here, whoever you are, Sagittarius, you're someone who has figured this out. You are someone who's all of a sudden discovered this kind of hidden key to a healthier future for yourself. And I see someone who's giving up a lot of unhealthy habits in their life. I see someone who's giving up, it's almost like a New Year's resolution to no longer be engaged in negativity. This is a really consistent theme, it seems, in everyone's reading this year. I don't know if it's like this new year, new you kind of vibe that everybody goes through in January, or if it's really just a shift for everyone. We've had a lot of Wheel of Fortune energy out here tonight, and a lot of them in the upright position, where we have people who are making changes in their lives for the better. We have people who are letting go of old habits and addictions and things that, and relationships that just, you know, like, it's enough. When it's time, right? And I feel like you're doing this here, Sagittarius, this year. Yeah, I have the Four of Swords. Some of you may be currently separated from someone. You may be taking a break from work, some of you. Some of you are taking a much needed break from work. And I think you are not going to want to stay that way for much longer. I feel a ton of energy coming towards you, Sagittarius. I feel like actually very bubbly and excited for you. And I don't know why I feel that way. I've got the King of Wands in the reverse. Like, all of these cards don't seem that positive. But I think we're about to have a shift for you. And I think the shift comes from you separating yourself from these toxic energies for a time. You could have gone on vacation recently. You may be taking a staycation. You may just be someone who found out the hard way that if you don't take care of yourself physically, if you don't take enough breaks, then you overwork, you get sick, and now all of a sudden you're taking some days off or something like that. Let's see. All right, now, here's the thing. I have the King of Wands in the reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Okay. And I've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse too. I mean, I'm going to be really honest. This is a lot of masculine energy in the reverse. So, Sagittarius, I don't know. And granted, these are all just energies. And I feel like whoever I'm reading for, 2021 may have been one of those years where you saw a lot of holes in your life. I mean, it could have been one of those years where you struggled financially, you struggled emotionally, and in your love relationships. You could have struggled with any of the projects you were trying to get off the ground. You could have struggled with your sexual health in some way. It feels like everything that you tried to get started maybe never quite got to where you needed it to go in some way with that Knight of Wands in the reverse. There's kind of this energy of fearfulness and lack. All of a sudden my tummy is just like very tight and in knots and stressed out. And it feels like I'm talking to someone here who has kind of put their hands into the air and just said, I give up. I give up. And I can't help but smile because I doubt that it was this bad. I doubt it. But this is somebody who feels like they were left with, like, I'm just seeing like gunshot wounds all through somebody's body, you know, like not in a graphic way, just like, you know, almost like a paper cutout of someone, where they just feel like 2021 left them full of holes in some way. Or it could have maybe not just been 2021. It might have been a few years back, you know, and it feels like this person I'm talking to all of a sudden recognizes that they gotta have a break. And it feels like you are actively choosing to do that right now, almost as we speak here, Sagittarius. And I think this is why I'm smiling. I've got the Ten of Cups in the upright position now, which is a happy home. It's a happy marriage. It's a happy relationship. It can be a family coming together, a blended family coming together. It can represent, it basically is the American dream of the kids, the house, the car, the dog, the cat, the white picket fence, whatever it is that you want. Doesn't have to look just like that. But this represents a happy life. And I feel like I'm talking to someone who has processed a lot of the last couple of years and recognized that they need a serious change in their life. And this can be a serious break that this person is taking from whatever or whoever it is they feel caused these kind of holes in their system, whether it belongs to you, whether these were your choices that you made here, Sagittarius, or whether they were because of other people in your life. You know, sometimes we attract the wrong people into our lives and we stay longer in those situations than we should. You know, who knows? I don't know. And sometimes we just deal with people who are just kind of shitty. But whatever happened, I feel like you've separated yourself from that energy. And things look a lot better. Things look a lot healthier. I'm going to clarify. Hold on. Let's use this one. Yeah, for one thing, you had to let go of this situation, and everyone is going to be better off because of it, especially you. All right? And all of a sudden, I have you putting up a lot healthier boundaries in your life. You've had to burn some bridges with friends in the past and possibly loved ones, maybe even family members here with this Page of Cups in the reverse. And I think that there will be some of these relationships that you go on to heal this year, Sagittarius. Although some of them you won't. Some of them you will choose to just let go of. All right? But others of them you will, you know, form new forms of your relationship with this year, okay? You'll know which ones to keep and which ones to toss, right, Saggy? All right. Yeah, here's the thing. You've got the World card out there too. This has also been a healthy presence this year, today, Sagittarius. But this World energy is the card of Libra. It's someone who is now making the decision to end this once and for all. And this time apart, this separation, whatever it is you've gone through here, has told you that all you want in your entire life is to be at peace. All you want is to have a peaceful home. And I understand that things can't always be happy all the time, but you can strive for balance and peace within your own self. And you understand that you need to be in an environment and you need to be in a relationship that allows you to feel that way. And that is someone who started to decide to be the person that they need to be for themselves and that's going to be where we start, is you simply being who you need to be for yourself right now. And I think you're all of a sudden feeling that you don't want to invest in relationships where you feel a sense of codependency, where you feel like other people's emotions control your life, or you feel like you can't express yourself because you're worried about what somebody else is going to think. And I think you're also tired of accepting less than what you should have in your romantic relationships and also in your career as well, Sagittarius. Let's be real here. And it feels like somebody just kind of makes a choice to let all of that go. Yeah. And once you do, you have new partnership coming towards you, something that mirrors you. You have a lot of healthy, positive love coming towards you this year, Sagittarius, big time. And this is going to be the start of possibly a new long-term commitment for a lot of you. Whoever this person that's coming in for you, this is soulmate energy, but this is someone who kind of mirrors your feelings for them. And with this 10 of Cups, again, it's like the happiest card you can get in the deck, right? It feels very healthy. It feels very balanced. Where you're headed feels very good, Sag. And you've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse now. Very good. And you had that out there a moment ago. Some of you are waiting for... Some of you are waiting for legal paperwork to be filed. Some of you are waiting for divorces, quite honestly. Some of you are waiting for one thing to end so that you can start something else here that feels healthier for you. With this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, though, this is someone who says, I give up, I give up. I'm letting it all go. This is someone who doesn't want to fight for what they were fighting for in the past. And this is someone who, because of this release, it is like a release off of your system this year, Sagittarius. You, especially over the next 6 months, things are going to change a lot for you. You're going to feel a lot more freedom in your life. You're going to feel a sense of balance come in for you. You're going to start to also, I'm guessing that the second half of this year there's going to be an influx of financial abundance for you. Right now, it feels like you're kind of trying to heal from something that you've been through, something that just really, it riddled you with holes, it feels like. And it feels like you are in the process of rebuilding from that and regaining stability. It feels like you have a very healthy partnership coming towards you very soon. It may already be on your doorstep, actually. For some of you, it's going to be a very reciprocal relationship. It's going to be very supportive for you, too. And I think that you're finally going to be able to allow this person in. I feel like you've done a lot of healing work towards the end of last year, Sagittarius, but on into this year. I think you're going to continue with that. And I think that you're going to be feeling a lot more whole within yourself. And that's going to allow you to attract that very healthy love. All right, that was your reading for today, Sagittarius. Thank you for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Leo. Leo, we are going to use this Mary El Tarot for you guys. All right. I'm putting that one back in. I have the Star card out there for you, Leo. You know what, though? For some of you, you may have been through a pretty rough breakup here because I've got the Three of Swords, which is, I always call it the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, right? At some point, it comes for all of us. The Three Swords indicate heartache and grief and pain and something that's going to take a little time to heal from. But on this other side, I've got this Fool energy here. And the truth of the matter is once you allow yourself to do that healing, once you end one thing, it leaves space for something brand new to come in. And for some of you, that will be happening this year. With this Star energy, that's the card of Aquarius. Some of you may be attracting an Aquarius into your life, but it really, more than that, a lot of you Leos are going to be feeling an energy of... I don't mean necessarily famous, but an energy of being well known for what it is that you do. And in some cases, you may end up being quite famous in your demographic, whatever that is. But this is someone who has some unique talents. You have some gifts about you that people just can't help but notice. And this is going to be a year for you really working and developing those talents, Leo. There's going to be a lot of eyes on you this year. A lot of people are going to appreciate the gifts that you have. A lot of people really benefit from the gifts that you have. There's an energy of softness here with this Star energy for you, Leo. There's an energy of you just being very uniquely talented, uniquely gifted, but also uniquely beautiful, truly, and a very beautiful person. And it feels like you have kind of I don't know, a lot of you have kind of earned the right to some kind of new beginning in your life. Let's just look. It's all looking good. Let's see. 10 of Cups for you guys too. Good. All right, Sagittarius had this out earlier. This 10 of Cups is it's wish fulfillment in your love life. This is someone who has it all. 10 of Cups is everything you could ever want. You know, it's a happy family. It can be a blended family coming together. It's all the love. It's someone who, I mean, imagine the most peaceful day doing the happiest thing in the coziest place with the people you love the most. And that is the energy of the 10 of Cups. All right. And this is good vibes, kiddo. I got the 10 of Pentacles crossing that. This is things looking really good in your financial life here, Leo. This is someone who may be choosing to buy a new home. This is someone who may have a windfall of money coming towards you and you may not know it yet. It is tax return season, right? Or it's getting close to it. Oh, taxes. And then we have, but the 10 of Pentacles can be choosing to put down roots. This can be an energy of engagement. This can be an energy of commitment. This is an energy of wanting to be where you are, Leo. This is good. I mean, there's a lot of people who are always striving for the next place, the next person. There's like always a bigger, better deal kind of thing. Leo, this feels like you are in such a good place. It's like, who could ask for anything more? Yeah, I love that. It's contentment and it's gratitude for what you have. You are very blessed and I feel so lucky for you. Like I feel blessed all of a sudden. This is so pleasant. I love it. And I have the devil, not to be forgotten. We have the devil that comes out there. I'll clarify that in a minute. Honestly, you may have an Aquarius or a Capricorn coming into your life. This devil energy typically indicates toxicity in some way. I mean, we could have something that, well, hold on. I'll just clarify in a minute. How about that? Because I don't want to, I've got the death in the reverse. Okay. There may actually be something this year, and this is the thing, I don't think this has happened yet. I think this is why it's a little bit off-putting, because you have such a good, beautiful energy. I promise you, Leo, it is so beautiful. It looks so healthy. It looks so happy. But I feel like there's something that kind of comes up. I know we've got Capricorn and Scorpio energy here, but it really feels more May, June time. It hasn't happened yet, I don't think, that kind of disrupts this energy. And I feel like it's something that comes back around from the past, something that you thought was kind of done and over with. It's this 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is something that someone that you're tied to here, someone that you may live with. This may be a significant other to you or a partner to you. But there is this kind of something that comes in to sort of disrupt this peace that you've got going on here. I mean, quite honestly, this could be happening in your life right now. But this 9 of Pentacles and this 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, both of those are in the reverse. This is somebody who doesn't want to be stuck with this anymore, Leo. It feels like you thought you dealt with this. And here it comes back around again. And it feels like it's directly impacting your home life. Okay? I don't know what it is. It's an energy, right? So it could be a person, could be a situation, could be a substance. I don't know. Let's look here. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland. We'll clarify a little bit here. Ooh, snowplow. It's so snowy here. We had to have gotten like 4 or 5 inches. It was really pretty. It's really cold. Really pretty. Let's see how pretty it is whenever we're shoveling tomorrow morning, right? All right, tell me. Yeah. Quite honestly, this devil energy, this thing that comes back around, this thing that's coming up from the past, This person needs attention. This is somebody or something that is like instigatory. This is somebody who's actually trying. This sounds crazy. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here, but it can be a child. It can be a son or daughter, whatever, that this could be someone in your household. It's like there's some kind of, excuse me, recurring negative energy that comes. This person might instigate drama because there's like a attention-seeking energy here. Whatever the situation is, it demands attention. Look, you've got this Ace of Pentacles. You have a new opportunity for change. You have a new opportunity coming towards you. This upsets someone else. I don't know that it's a romantic partner. It could be, but this could also be, this could be anything. This is like, all of a sudden you're given this new opportunity, and this may incite someone else's jealousy or someone else's need to cling to you in some way. The Death in the reverse is someone who's struggling to let go of someone else. This Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's feeling very codependent in a relationship with someone else or something else. And this Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I cannot help but hear somebody saying that I'm hearing somebody who's saying that this person is whining, or that they're like causing drama, like tantrum kind of vibe, like someone who's too old to behave that way. Someone who feels like they were owed something more than what they're given, or that they're trying to demand more time from you, or more resources in some way. This is someone who's kind of entitled. Okay. And I've got the Three of Swords out there. Weren't we just talking about that? That's the one I said was that Ben and Jerry's card for me. We could have had, it feels like you've tried to end this dynamic multiple times with this person. If this is a love relationship, you've tried to walk away from this multiple times, but there is this energy of codependency that comes in here. And I feel like this is the situation. It feels like things are going well in this dynamic until they're not. And then you're like, shit, I thought we were done with that whole dynamic. And then the other person's like, no, we're not. Kind of. Something like that. And I have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I'm telling you. That Queen of Wands in the reverse is someone, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. This might be you. Now they're upset. Now they're upset. And quite honestly, though, the Queen of Wands in the reverse is someone who can be really needy. I mean, they're like Captain Needy. Captain Whiny and Needy. And that's me being a little bit rude about that person. I shouldn't be so rude. But this is what I'm hearing. Okay. I feel like this is going to be the year, though, that you're just like, no, I don't even know, though. This may be one of your children. I mean, and you can hardly let that go, but this could be a situation where you're having to deal with that. This is, I mean, this is coming up. Wow. Why does this continue to plague you? If for whatever reason you're having a hard time letting go of this person, this is why I say you may be related to this person. You may not be able to walk away from this person. You have the most beautiful energy over here, Leo. You have the most beautiful, like, just you take care of everyone. There's something that is so nurturing about you. There's something that is very, very physically beautiful about you. Something that just everybody is so drawn to. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe this person just can't stand to be away from what you put out there, what you give off. Because there's definitely an energy of clinging here. And I'm not sure, like, why are we talking about it here? Like, what's the plan here? Like, what are you going to do? Because you can't sit like this all year, right? Heck no. Temperance. You got Sagittarius out there again. You got a lot of fire sign energy on here. You know that? But this Temperance is someone who's trying to, I love ya. somebody who's trying to find balance for themselves despite this situation. It feels like you're quite tied to this. This could even be a parent that you take care of, something like that, something that you can't let it go. This may be a job that you feel like you really can't walk away from. You have to find a way to make this better. Oh, Leo, I'm tired for you. It just feels like you're being stretched too thin. And it feels like it's persistent. You know what, though? If you are single and this is like a family dynamic you're dealing with, or a co-worker relationship, or maybe even your relationship with your own business or something, I don't know what you got going on. But there's the possibility that you may be meeting someone that changes your perspective. Maybe towards June. There's a lot of wish fulfillment that comes in here for you. This is what I'm saying. You look great, Leo. Whatever it is you're doing, you keep on keeping on, because you look fantastic and everybody is just like drawn to you. There's just this one little hitch in your giddy up, this one little person, place, or thing over here that keeps kind of sucking you dry here. And it feels like you've tried to leave it behind and tried and tried. All of a sudden, there's a new opportunity that comes in here for you. It's a new possibility that this other person's not going to like. This other situation over here is not going to like, but this is a lot of wish fulfillment. This is soulmate energy here with that Six of Cups. That is basically the minor arcana of the Lovers card. And I feel like this is why we're bringing it up at all, is that you are going to have an opportunity to be happier, to be even happier than you already are. You're somebody who makes lemonade out of lemons, right? You're someone who can make anything beautiful. You can make anything feel good. You can make anybody happy. You can make anybody smile. And apparently people are quite attracted to that. People like that. They have a hard time letting you go. But unfortunately, you being stuck in this situation isn't making you feel any better. And all of a sudden you're going to be meeting someone or being offered something that is going to make you happy, that's going to make you smile for a change. And you deserve to be happy. And I think that there's going to be a point when you make the decision to align with your own happiness, as opposed to giving in to the whims of whatever this other situation is over here that's having trouble walking away from you, letting you go, or letting you live your own life in some way here, Leo. Okay? All right. It looks good, though, and you look wonderful. And thank you for all the good that you do. I can tell you're somebody out there who does good things for your community or for the people around you. All right. Thank you very much, Leo. Last of the night, we have Aries. Ah, you cuties. We're going to start with this traditional Rider-Waite for Aries. What is happening? Oh, Aries. Oh, no. Okay, so we've kind of got you bound up here, Aries. We have somebody here who's having trouble deciding how they want to approach a conversation with someone else. And this is an important conversation. This could be related to work. This could be in a family dynamic. This Three of Pentacles usually indicates a workplace dynamic. This is someone who, whoever you are, you may be struggling on a team right now, and you may be struggling to be honest about your feelings, about what's going on right now. This is kind of a running theme for you right now, Aries. You have a lot of things that you've been kind of stuffing below the surface. This Moon card is Cancer. It's the energy of Cancer, but it's someone who is burying things deep down. My nose is itching now. This is someone who has been kind of sitting on these subconscious issues or unexpressed feelings for a while. And I think, quite honestly, it's starting to kind of erode at you a little bit. My stomach's a little bit high acid for you, quite honestly. I'm feeling some anxiety from you feeling like you can't express yourself. I feel like this is going to resonate for more than one Aries out there. I have the Four of Cups in the reverse. You are quite dissatisfied with what you have been offered in this situation. It's possible, if we're talking about a love relationship right here, Aries, it feels like you have asked this person time and time and time again to do something differently that's important to you. And time again, you're not seeing what you need to see, and you've really kind of stuffed your feelings down deep about it. Kind of feeling like it's better to just not say anything than have to start some kind of conflict. I feel like this is going to be an important energy for you to hurdle early on this year, Aries, because I don't see whatever this situation is like getting better on its own, because I think, again, you've asked this person or whatever this situation is to improve multiple times and it hasn't in the past. And I feel like it's quite clear to you that in the future it probably won't either. And so it's kind of up to you. And I think that you recognize that it's kind of up to you to make a decision about what you want to do with that for your future. I feel like you're taking a lot of responsibility for yourself in this dynamic and saying, well, I see the truth here, so what am I going to choose to do? Which, quite honestly, is a heavy, heavy place to be. Yeah, I have the Death card in the reverse. This is what I'm hearing is like, it's not possible for you to walk away from this situation. I was saying something similar with Leo a minute ago. It feels like whatever this situation is, it's something that you can't let go of. Possibly, it might be your job that's very important to you, and just because you're struggling on this team doesn't mean that you get to just quit and walk away. This can be a marriage. This can be a long-term commitment that just because things aren't happening the way that you want them to, you don't just throw it all away. Like, this is somebody who's really struggling to leave it behind, and it feels like it's because it's not really an option. Ending this doesn't feel like it's an option. I think that's why you're bringing it up. I think for Aries this year, it's going to be important for you guys. And I never think that Aries have a real issue with this, but some of you may actually have an issue with expressing yourselves honestly. And it may not be that you struggle so much to express yourself honestly, Aries, as you may be put in a position where you're not necessarily allowed to express yourself honestly. Does that make sense? We may have someone's values kind of contested here in maybe a workplace or even possibly in a home. Oh, well, there you are. There's your card, Aries. There's the Emperor. And I feel like it is not going to be a problem for much longer. I see someone typing furiously on a laptop. I see someone who's taking charge of the situation. Okay, I feel like it won't be a problem. I think there's going to, if this is where you've been, if you've been in a situation where you feel like your voice has been kind of dampened, or you feel like you've had to kind of cloister your feelings up in the attic or something like that, I don't think it's going to be lasting for much longer. I feel like when we get to about your season, Aries, I feel like something kicks in for you where you are just taking the bull by the horns and you are just saying, you know what, I will do this myself. It's possible you may be up for promotion this year. You may be someone who just decides, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to get it, and you take control of a situation. You may be starting a new business for yourself that is very smart. It's a smart idea. It's well thought out. It's it will be very profitable, but it will take off in a way that you aren't even expecting. You are someone also, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but someone who has a family lineage of people who may have been in this same business, or you have a family lineage of people who start their own businesses, something like that. Some of you, this may just be in you. There's just like this energy of you being very honest about how you feel, you really taking charge of it, and it feels really good when you get there. I think this happens right around your season, Aries. I have the Three of Swords that comes out on its side. You make the decision to walk away from something, and it is not pretty. This Three of Swords is that breakup energy. We had it just a few minutes ago for Leo up above. This is somebody who has to make a decision about, am I going to stay? Am I going to go? And I see somebody, again, just like getting it all out there. And this is going to be an influential year where, so this is an influential year as to you deciding what you will accept and what you will not accept. And it just kind of goes across the board for a lot of Aries this year. You're making decisions about what you're going to keep, what you're going to toss. And whoever I'm reading for, you have been in a situation that hasn't been good for a while. We have a lot of change coming in for a lot of our zodiac signs, but this feels like for you, Aries, this is your opportunity. This is a year where you decide to stand up for yourself, to stand up for what it is that you believe in. And it could be very much related to your career. Can also be in your love life, but there is something that you felt like you had to keep hidden about yourself, and now you're saying no longer. Also, that Nine of Wands, I feel like you separate yourself from some toxic people, or from people who were just keeping you from, again, being able to express yourself here. There's something else with that Nine of Wands, though. I had it a second ago and then I kind of lost it. It'll come back in a minute. Yes, you're going to feel so good about this choice. You're going to feel so great about your choice to express yourself. You're going to feel really, I don't know if you get, let's see, what do we do with this Three of Swords right here? I still see this energy of you not being able to leave whatever this situation is behind. It's like the job you can't quit, the spouse that you can't leave for whatever reason, whatever it is. It seems like you get what you want out of this situation, like out of expressing yourself. It feels like you feel better having done that. But I don't see a change happening here, because this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is that energy of codependency. This Death card in the reverse is someone who can't let go of a situation, Aries. And that is why I think there's significance to this Nine of Wands, where we have this wounded warrior energy. We have somebody who's putting up a lot of walls and boundaries around themselves because there's no other option. Whatever it is you do, whatever it is you say, other people kind of applaud you. It's like you have support from people who didn't even know you felt that way in the first place. All of a sudden, you feel very good about the choices that you make to say something at all here. I don't know what this is, and it's important enough for you to bring it up here with the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That's someone who hasn't been telling the truth about how they feel. They've been trying to kind of keep it all quiet as long as they possibly could. You may be dealing with other people who have deceptive energies in your workplace too, or in your family dynamic, where you know some of these secrets are coming up to the surface and you kind of are calling a spade in some way. There's definitely you having to make a decision as to whom you align with. Golly, this is like kind of, I mean, feels serious. With this Five of Swords, though, this is you speaking your mind, you telling the truth, and quite honestly, you standing really tall and firm in those opinions. And other people, whoever, if anybody disagrees, and somebody has been disagreeing with you here for a while, Aries, it feels like your opinion is heard, and it feels like you get what you want here with this Six of Wands and this Five of Swords. Whoever you are, there's this energy of possible physical relocation here if we're talking about a home. But it's also the ability to move on, which is interesting because I was just saying, I feel like you're in a very codependent relationship here that you kind of can't extract yourself from. But I don't know, what wizardry is this, right? With this magician energy, it's possible that something comes up here that allows for this change. You do have this soulmate energy here, and I was seeing this a minute ago. I just kind of ignored it because it didn't seem like it fit in the storyline, but it does. some of you are going to have some new soulmate love coming towards you. It's the Six of Cups. And the reason I say soulmate energy is the Six of Cups represents past life love, someone you grew up with or someone that you would truly intend to grow old with, right? Some of you are going to have a new opportunity in love. You've got 6 and 6 here, and you've got this magician energy, which is, for a lot of readers, it's the card of Aries. For me, it's Ophiuchus, but, you know, you've got Aries out there twice. And both in the upright position. This mental clarity that you achieve here during the first half of this year, Aries, you just recognizing that you're able to take control of this situation and how you feel about this situation, first of all, may bring a lot of financial abundance into your life. You may actually be buying a new home this year. You may actually extricate yourself from whatever this was. With this magician energy, this is someone who has a lot of power and ability within them. And this is going to be a year where you have a lot of energetic sway in your life. Like, I think this is the year where you can make a lot of things happen. It does look good. You have somebody here who also has their eye on you here, Aries. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here with this Knight of Wands is specifically Sagittarius energy, or you may have your eye on someone else. There's someone who's very highly attracted to you as well. If you are single, you will probably meet a soulmate this year. If you are in this real shady workplace dynamic here, it feels like your voice is finally heard and you make the choice to express your opinions, and it feels like it's really well received. If you are in a relationship here, Aries, where you feel like you cannot get out of it and it is toxic and codependent and something that you have really suppressed a lot of your personal emotions in, it feels like there will be a change in this, but I don't think you're going to make a choice to move out of it until probably June or July. And there's the potential for a new home here and a physical relocation here. And there is also more soulmate energy here coming towards you. All right, Aries? This is going to be a busy year for you. I feel like we've already got the next 7 months planned out for you. Were you writing that all down in your planner? I hope so, because you're going to be busy. You're going to need to keep a timetable of it. Anyway, much love to you. Thank you guys all for letting me read for you tonight. I will try to get these time-stamped and loaded up onto YouTube for those of you who want to go back and rewatch them, and I appreciate every one of you. I really appreciate you letting me read your stories here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all of that information should be in the About section or the description box of this video. And I love to read for you. I love to meet you all. I love to hear your stories. I like to get to know you. I really, really appreciate it. And I will catch up with you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful week and happy 2022. Stay healthy, stay well.